Hi everyone. If you like this channel, please subscribe. Thank you. So let me tell you about Trump's solar arcs. What are solar arcs? Solar arc is a measurement used in tropical Western astrology. Now, if you are asking, well, how or why does this work? In astrological terms, it's because the sun is a very powerful point in the chart. Indeed, charts are a map of the solar system, and the solar system is almost all sun. In fact, the sun accounts for 99.86% of the mass of the solar system. So essentially, the sun is king, very powerful force. When you're looking at solar arcs, you see periods when the situation is easier, more successful, less successful, or on the other hand, extremely difficult and all the way to catastrophic. When you look at Trump's solar arcs, and by the way, you will see in the description of this video links to prior videos that I have posted on this topic, but I thought I would do one today to refresh people's memory on this, and also because we are now in the thick of it in regard to Trump's chart. So what is happening there is that you look at the solar arc itself and the planet that it contacts. And so we start with probably the most difficult, the most challenging. Solar arc Saturn is currently in a direct square to Trump's Mercury. And he's a Gemini, so Mercury is extremely important. Saturn square Mercury, a square being a difficult alignment, signals being stopped, being pushed back, being denied. This solar arc is almost precise as we go into the election period. Skip over Uranus. There are no Uranus solar arcs in any meaningful sense in his chart. The next planet, Neptune, is currently conjoining his natal moon by solar arc and moving toward opposing the sun. This is very unfavorable because of the condition of his Neptune at birth. So as that planet does either transits, progressions, or solar arcs, you expect great difficulty. So that's two. Then we move to solar arc Pluto, and we see that it's in direct square to his natal Venus. His natal Venus rules the career house. Pluto square Venus is basically a takedown in terms of solar arc energy. Then we move forward to the last planet in the array, solar arc Eris, which by the way is often the only way you get meaningful measurements with Eris, because Eris moves so glacially slow that often in transit it doesn't show up at all in a person's chart. Although it's true that in this case for Trump it does, but that's a separate topic. We'll focus here on solar arc Eris, and right now, right in the thick of the election, solar arc Eris is opposing his moon, which by the way is an actual election planet in his chart. Oppositions tend to deny, especially because the planet doing the solar arc, Eris, is another very problematic planet in his chart. In fact, you would say Eris and Neptune are two of the worst, if not the worst. And by worst, I mean when they move, they don't bring good results. They bring bad news. And of course, the question then becomes, can you compare this to the solar arcs in Kamala's chart? I've done that. There is no comparison. They are leagues apart by cosmic dimensions. Her solar arcs are actually good at this point in her life. In fact, as luck would have it, she's experiencing solar arcs at her 60th birthday, which means the planets in solar arc are all sextile to themselves, their original positions. The sextile is a very supportive, successful aspect. What about Trump? Trump's solar arcs are utterly catastrophic. They're not the type of solar arcs that are going to help you win. Therefore, to my mind, it is clear as a bell that he is going to lose this election and she is going to win it. Plain and simple.